Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Tyler Rogers.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Conforto in the box now as he leaves that one up high. Just missed.
Nasty backdoor slider. There's really nothing you can do with that if you swing at it, so that's a good take by him.
That one finds the zone. Now 2-1. That's down and in. Swing and a base hit. And a good start to the inning.
Well, when you fall behind in the count, you've got to come into the zone, and then guys have a better chance of hitting the ball hard like he did right there.
Hesung Kim will hit next. That one's upstairs, ball 1.
1 ball, no strike.
Conforto gets his lead at first, nobody out. To first, maybe a 2-ball.
Get there.
To second, pulls him off the bag. And he's going to make it up to second base as that's a 2-base error. Here's Mookie to hit. Golden opportunity right here.
This is all about situational hitting. It's crucial in this spot. Do whatever it...
Calling for the intentional walk, and that loads up the bases. And the force play is now in order. Tommy Edman steps to the plate for the Dodgers. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out.
In the infield at the corners, don't be surprised to see them come home first and prevent that run from scoring. I think ultimately you want to tie him up, get the ball in on the plate so that he can't get the barrel to it and hit it to the outfield.
Got him swinging. So he needed a strikeout there, and he got it. And now we'll see how they play it defensively.
Yeah, now they can move the middle infielders back a little bit, get into double play depth, and look for a ground ball and roll it up, get a big double play, get out of this inning. I tell you what, that was a big strikeout in a spot where they really needed one.
Here comes Freddie Freeman up to hit. He's already homered in this game. That's outside. 1-0. Got it started a little too early, strike 1. So they're all loaded up. And that's down and away.
Look, in situations like these, the air can get really thin up there at the plate. Got to find a way to breathe and slow everything down.
The 2-1.
At risk of walking in a big run here, and these fans really letting them hear it as well.
The 3-1. That is ball 4, and that'll bring home a run.
He's really gotten himself into a mess out there and now forces home a run with the walk. This inning's definitely getting away from him.
So bases all loaded up, and next will be the cleanup hitter, Teoscar Hernandez.
Well, he's always a threat. Even if this guy is 0 for 3 for the night with 3 strikeouts, he can come up that 4th time and do damage.
Ripped on a line. Stretches out and hauls it in. Runner tags from third. It's a sac fly as he comes across to score, and they take a 3-run lead.
Good piece of hitting right there. He's thinking off the bat, that's getting down for extra bases, but nice job of the outfielder running it down, making the catch. Still comes away with the sac fly, though, RBI.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Tyler Rogers is done. It's a 3-run game, and we'll be back to tell you about the new arm in a minute.
Now pitching for San
Randy
Francisco.
Rodriguez gets the ball now.
And this could be a pretty critical point in this game. They're hoping he's the guy to keep him within striking distance.
And here's the catcher,
Now batting,
Will Smith.
Catcher, Will Smith.
And that is in for a strike. It's 0-1.
Some hitters are just more confident if they can track that first pitch out of the hand of the pitcher. They don't care if they fall behind 0-1.
That one out to right. Yastrzemski makes the grab, and that ends the inning. So 2 runs on just 1 base hit, 1 error, but 2 are left stranded. 9th inning coming up. It's the Dodgers 3 and the Giants nothing. Back here at Chavez Ravine, down the third baseman, Matt Chapman. Breaking ball through there for a strike. Yates, an all-star a season ago. He features a 4-seam fastball, a splitter, and he works in a slider. Chapman gets a piece there.
The first pitch, just a tough pitch at the knees on the outside corner for a strike, and then he went in on the next one. So he's got to move the ball in and out from pitch to pitch, up and down, and just try to keep these guys looking all over the place and never lock into one area, because he just doesn't have the stuff to beat you that way. That's tough. You see it well. I mean, that was clearly up and out of the strike zone, but that's one of the hardest things. You know, when you see a pitch out of the hand at eye level, that discipline to remember, I can't hit that pitch. If I can see it really well at eye level, I can't catch up to that pitch when a pitcher's got this kind of velocity.
Wade in the box now. No balls and a strike.
Pitching has been pretty dominant in this one, but you got to be careful, not working with too big a lead. They could get right back in this ball game if you're not careful.
One down, base is empty. Yeah, big swing and a miss.
From a pitcher's perspective, that's a beautiful splitter right there. As a hitter, you don't like it, but he's commanded his fastball, and out of that same tunnel, that splitter comes, and the bottom just falls out of it.
Got him swinging for the strikeout, and they're down to their last out.
Boog gets talked about a lot, but a good high fastball in a 2-strike situation, it's just become such a problem for hitters in more recent years. I mean, with all of the emphasis by pitchers on developing that spin rate, having a good grip on the baseball, those high fastballs, they kind of look like to the hitter that they're rising, even though they're not, but they're not decreasing in velocity and spin rate, so very difficult to get the barrel on it.
Two outs, and that's downstairs. Ball 2. Lifted to left, and that should do it. He'll squeeze it for the final out, and the Dodgers claim the win here behind some great pitching and defense.
This was by no means an offensive outburst. Only 4 hits the entire game, but good teams find a way to win, and they did.
Coming to you live from Southern California. We're going to be treated to a gorgeous day for baseball on the show. It's the San Francisco Giants taking on the Los Angeles Dodgers. First pitch coming at you right after the break. Just about ready to go. And on the mound today, Shohei Ohtani. How about a scouting report on him?
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
Jung-Hoo Lee, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball 1. Next pitch way upstairs. You see the velocity 97 with that fastball. Fouls one off. 2-2. And a pitch. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2.
Come on, punch him out.
That's a strikeout. Good looking sweeper there. Tyler Fitzgerald, the next Giant to hit.
Let's go, Showtime.
And that one cutting but missing down low. There's the strike.
Goodness, I think he just took the best pitch he's going to see in this at bat. You don't get many like that in that location. I don't know if you take that pitch against any pitcher out there on the mound.
Swing and a miss as he was late. 1 out, bases empty.
Come on, Dodgers!
That's inside. And now 2 balls and 2 strikes. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
No, anytime you can punch out the top 2 guys in a lineup to start an inning, you got to be feeling pretty good out there on the mound, because when you think of just having a distraction, table setters on the base paths, and all of a sudden you're dealing with the number 3 hitter, any distraction can cause you to serve up a cookie, and instead of it being a solo shot, it's a 2 or 3 run homer.
Come on, Showtime!
The shortstop takes the ball.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. But that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
Towards first, and that one handled. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. And the Dodgers are coming up to hit. No score. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Back here in L.A., pitching in our game today, Logan Webb. How about a report on him, Chris?
He really relies on working down in the zone with that heavy sinker he's got. You know, it's not as popular to throw that pitch today as it used to be, because, you know, guys are looking to hit balls down in the zone, get them up in the air. It's very important for him when facing same-side hitters to be able to get it in, especially early in the count, and to opposite guys be able to throw it at that front hip and run it over the inside corner.
Mookie Betts, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball 1. Betts, a multi-Gold Glove Award winner, hitting leadoff in today's game, and he was a 5th-round pick back in 2011. And a swing and a miss there.
1-1.
Next offering is fouled back. Fights that one away, still 1-2. Turns and fires to Betts. Pitch misses, and it's 2-2.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking at bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away.
High fly ball, pretty well struck out towards right center. Pops over the wall, and that's an automatic double.
That ball exploded off his bat and off the warning track as well as it bounced over the fence. And it sounded really good, too. He just put together a really nice swing and just missed a home run.
Here's a switch hitter, Tommy Edman. Swing and a miss. There's the changeup.
No ball. 1 strike.
Betts at second with nobody out. Next pitch is outside.
Way to be patient.
And he grounds one to the right side. Fitzgerald tosses to first, and they get Edman for the out. Okay, let's check out the lineup. Now, with their ace on the mound today, they're just looking to provide him a little bit of run support, and they'll see what they can do for him.
Boog, you have to be really careful when you've got a guy like this on the mound for you to not become a spectator. You know that he doesn't give up a whole lot, but sometimes guys get a little too comfortable and don't have an urgency to score runs. You have to make sure you put him in a situation where he can get the W, but also you guys can cruise to the finish line and not have to worry about a comeback in the end.
One away with a runner at third. Just missed. Way out front for strike 2. Damas the throw to first. And the first run of the game comes across. And now Teoscar Hernandez.
Teoscar Hernandez.
That one finds the zone. That's strike 1. And a big swing and a miss.
0-2.
2 outs, base is empty. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2.
This guy's seen 2 changeups in a row. Could be a little vulnerable for a fastball right here.
That missed by a lot. And the count 1-2. Now one missed. That misses, and the count's full. Will Smith waiting to bat for the Dodgers. The kick, the 3-2. On the ground right side. The throw to first. Inning over. So it's 1 run, 1 hit, no errors, no one left. On to the second now from Dodger Stadium. It's the Dodgers 1 and the Giants nothing. Second inning set to go. And here is Matt Chapman. Ohtani back to work. Chapman gets a piece there. There's a strike. That's too low. And it's 1-2. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Here's Lamont Wade Jr. That one fouled off. One down, base is empty. Just missed. Fought off foul. That's off the inside corner, and the count is 2-2. To the right side, Kim. 2 up, 2 down in the top of the second.
Well, I'm impressed with this guy's internal clock. He knew he had plenty of time to take that extra step, secure his grip on the baseball, and make a strong, accurate throw.
Here's Elliot Ramos. And that's outside.
1 ball, no strike.
That one outside, and it's 2-0.
He hasn't wanted to challenge him. Both of those pitches off the plate away. Don't expect anything down the heart of the plate. You may just have to be patient and take your walk here.
Ball 3. 3-0.
And that one misses outside. It's ball 4. And that's how they get their first base runner of the game.
Well, 2-out walks are never good, especially when you're trying to get back into that dugout. But he's still in a good spot. He's just got to refocus and deal with the bottom of this order.
Over to first, and he's saved.
All right, Dodgers.
Next to hit, Patrick Bailey. That one off the mark, and that's ball 1. Two outs. Swing and a miss. Strike 1.
1 ball, 1 strike. Nope, that's off the plate.
That one fouled off. 2-2. And that skips in the dirt.
3-2, 2-out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitter's got to stay focused on the pitch.
Liner, base hit. Throw stops the lead runner at second. 2 on and 2 out.
Love how he became a really tough out with 2 strikes right there. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
First and second, 2 outs. Mike Yastrzemski up here. That's in there. First and second, 2 down. Here at the top of the second.
Let's go, Dodgers.
Liner, and this could be trouble. Coming home. He comes across to score, and the Giants tie it up. Around third. Relay throw home. He will score, and the Giants take the lead. It's 2-1.
Nicely done. Brings home 2. Nice job going the opposite way with it, letting the ball travel and not allowing the barrel to hook around the ball. It's so frustrating when you see a good pitch and your hands roll over. It was on the outside part of the plate, and he approached it perfectly.
And up next for the Giants, Grant McCray. That misses the zone, and that's ball 1. And that's a little high.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Late with the swing there.
2 balls, 1 strike. Three balls, 2 strikes.
In the dirt, blocked. And a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball. But they'll pick up a couple runs here, both coming on this 2-run double. And it's now a 2-1 ball game. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Back here at Dodger Stadium, bottom of the second. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Will Smith. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
0-1.
Swing and a miss.
No ball, 2 strikes.
That one in the dirt. Now 1-2.
1 and 2.
And that's downstairs and outside. And he hits a ground ball right side to first. Leadoff man retired here in the second.
Batting 6th, third baseman, Max Muncy.
Max Muncy at the dish. He's not going to get cheated up there.
No, he's not. He's looking to do damage with every swing he takes.
That clips the zone. Strike 1.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
That's a little bit low.
1-1.
Missed with a changeup and a count 2-1. Next offering is fouled back.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Swing and a miss as he chases that one darting out of the zone. Fires over to first. Already 2 out here in the home half of inning number 2.
Batting 7th,
Andy Pajes steps to the plate for the Dodgers. First pitch misses. another ball. That clips the inside corner for a strike.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
And that drops in for a strike.
Looks like he's just sizing him up there. Really good pitch to hit, but he took it all the way. Sometimes guys just want to set their timing later on in the game. That may be a pitch that he turns on.
Okay.
And there's a ball. Right side, Wade. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Nothing doing for the Dodgers here. They're down 2-1. Top half of the third inning, leading off Jung-Hoo Lee.
Jung-Hoo Lee.
Ground ball left side and foul ball.
Man, that pitch was dotted. So much talent on display when this guy's out there on the hill.
Finish him.
Got him. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill. So up next, Tyler Fitzgerald struck out swinging his first time. That pitch in for a strike, 0-1. Just missed. The 1-1 is fouled off.
Come on, Los Angeles.
One down, base is empty. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count.
Get out of here, Giants. Go back to
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Tasked with 1, 2, and 3 to start this inning, but no trouble so far. I'm sure he'd love to strike out the side here. Make a little statement, but you got to be composed in this spot. Focus on getting this next guy. You got 2 good outs. Want to get the 3rd one and avoid the middle of that lineup coming up with a base runner. Could become dangerous.
Adames at the plate for the 2nd time as he takes ball 1. Two down, nobody on.
Ball 2. Come on, Dodgers.
Fastball for a strike.
Let's go, Dodgers.
Foul ball. Not close with that one, and it's 3-2.
Let's go, LA.
Outside, and that is ball 4.
Now batting, 3rd baseman, Matt
So
Chapman.
2 down, Matt Chapman, the next Giant to hit. Went down on strikes his first time through.
Let's go, Dodgers.
Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. Inside, 1-1. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. 1-2. Swings and misses. Picks up strikeout number 7. So it's no runs, no base hits, no errors, and 1 man left. We head now to the home half of inning number 3. It's the Giants 2 and the Dodgers 1. And we're back. And here is Michael Conforto.
Designated hitter, Michael Conforto.
That one finds the zone. That's strike 1. Swings through that one for strike 2.
Filthy changeup right there. Just pulled the string.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher are on the same page right now.
Ninth, second baseman, Hassan Kim.
Hesung Kim steps to the plate for the Dodgers. And that's a strike. The next pitch misses, and the count is 1-1.
1 strike.
This one lifted in the air, left field. McCray puts it away, and there are 2 down.
Up next for the Dodgers, shortstop.
So the lineup flips over. Mookie Betts will make his way to the plate. Doubled his first time.
Let's go, Dodgers!
Outside, and that is ball 1.
Ball, slow.
Looks like he's being a little cautious with him in this at bat after doubling the first time up. Doesn't want to make another mistake.
Just missed. Next pitch in for a strike, 3-1. Next offering is fouled back. 2 outs. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. That's out to center field. Lee hauls it in to end the inning. Dodgers go down quietly, and they trail it here 2-1. As we go to the top of the 4th, and digging in for San Francisco, Lamont Wade Jr. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. Wade goes 6'1", 31 years old, and he was a 9th-round draft pick back in 2015. That one to first, Freeman. Tosses to the pitcher covering the bag. And a quick out, number 1.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Elliot Ramos.
Elliot Ramos, the next Giant to hit. Walked his first time. Pitch is in there. 0-1. Next offering is fouled back.
Dodgers.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Strikeout number 8.
Now batting.
Patrick Bailey, the next Giant to hit. 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored so far. And a swing and a miss.
Go ball. 1 strike.
Next offering in there for a strike. And that's strike 2. That misses off the outside edge.
His understanding of the strike zone, very impressive. That was a very close 0-2 fastball. I just don't know how you take that.
Got him. Larry Bullard rings him up. Nothing doing for the offense that time. To the bottom of inning number 4 now. It's the Giants 2 and the Dodgers 1. And welcome back to the ballpark. John Sciambi and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the 4th, Tommy Edman.
Come on, Tommy.
Let's go, Dodgers!
And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
You know, these Dodgers doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of him. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense.
The other way. McCray makes the catch, and there's 1 gone.
You know, sometimes all it takes is getting to the next arm before an offense does any damage, and that might be the case today.
So now it's Freddie Freeman.
Picked up an RBI in his last at-bat. Still their only run of the game so far.
Just missed. That one finds the zone, and it's 1-1. And that's a base hit into left field. And they have their first base runner since the first inning.
A late jump, and I think that was the difference on the play, Boog. It's not always easy seeing the ball off the bat. Something to improve.
Hernandez.
Man at first with 1 gone. Here's the left fielder, Teoscar Hernandez. He's 0 for 1. That's inside, and it's 1-0. Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
Generally, second, third time through the lineup, you want to be able to lean on those secondary pitches and command them. Looks like he's doing a nice job of it.
And downstairs.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
That's to third, and that's a fair ball. They fired in quickly, so it's first and second with only 1 away.
Back-to-back base hits. Turned on it nicely. Definitely a little out in front of the pitch, but he didn't hook around it too much and was able to keep it fair down the line.
The batter now will be Will Smith. Grounded out his first time. Tap foul at the plate. Runners at first and second with 1 gone. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Swing and a foul out of play. In the dirt. Nothing happening on the bases, though. Next offering is down low. And the count now even up.
Great job of laying off those pitches down in the zone to even the count up at 2-2. Such a better feeling for the hitter.
2 on, 1 out. And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. Here's Max Muncy. 0 for 1 so far.
Third baseman, Max Muncy.
Just missed. And another ball.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
Two on, 2 outs. And that one fouled off.
It's really trying to stay in on the hands, not let them get extended, because that's where the potential for damage exists.
Yeah, that's fouled off.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
2 outs.
3 and 2.
This one in the dirt. To third. Tag. Got it. They don't come much closer than that. Bang, bang play to end the inning. So the Dodgers leave 1, and our score remains 2-1. Back here in L.A., and now the right fielder, Mike Yastrzemski.
Though he came up clutch earlier in this ball game and really just needs to take the same approach. Think hard right back up the middle.
Ohtani back to work. Swing and a miss. That's strike 1. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Michael Grove preparing to come on if needed. Vesia getting loose as well.
That's right, LA.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
No ball. 2 strike.
Just off the inside corner. And the count is 1-2. Got him looking. And that K brings him into double digits for the game.
Now at 10 Ks with still a few innings left, so expect him to add on to that total. And, you know, pitchers are looking to have a strikeout per inning. I mean, that's excellent work. The way it looks now, I mean, he's going to have a better rate than that in this one. So really good stuff working on the mound in this one.
And here is Grant McCray. That's a strike. It's 0-1. One down, base is empty. Not even close there. And the count even 1-1. And that one missing low. Just missed.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
And the 3-1. That's ball 4. Tried another fastball, but missed the spot.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted him first base with a quick free pass.
So the batting order turns over. Now it's the Giants' leadoff hitter, Jung-Hoo Lee, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Ohtani checks over to first, and he's back.
This might be a steal situation, but that's not your average catcher behind the dish. You have to be careful here.
And a foul ball. And now the 0-1. Just missed.
No, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity. Try to get a rollover, something on the ground. Stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2. McCray, the base runner at first with 1 out. Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. Muncy pulls it down, and there's 2 gone.
Now batting, second baseman Tyler Fitzgerald.
So 2 down now, and here is Tyler Fitzgerald. 0 for 2 in this one. Top of the zone for a called strike.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
Swing and a miss. Missed that by a mile. And the count 1-2. Next offering is outside.
Let's go, LA.
Swing and a miss, and he got him. And he keeps putting up the Ks. That's number 11. So the Giants leave 1 as they're unable to add to their 2-1 lead. Back here at Chavez Ravine. Now, Max Muncy.
Third baseman Max Muncy.
And fouled off. Just missed. That one not close. 2-1. Bounding ball here, rolls foul. That misses. 3-2 now. Andy Pajes in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Ground ball right side. Wade takes it to the bag, and the leadoff man set down in their half of the 5th.
For the Dodgers, right fielder Andy Pajes.
So digging in, Andy Pajes. 0 for 1, he grounded out in his first at bat.
Giants are weak sauce.
So the Dodgers are going to have to try and come from behind and try and get that offense going. Just missed. And a strike on the outside edge. And that is downstairs. And now 3-1.
A rare 3-ball count here. He's been throwing strikes all day. Got to be ready to hit if you're in the box.
3-1, and he couldn't come up with it.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
Now batting, designated
One gone
hitter,
runner at first.
Michael
The batter will be Michael Conforto.
Base hit now.
Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
Yeah, big swing and a miss.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Outside low. 1-2 to count. Tying run is at first. Last half of inning number 5. See ya. Strikes him out for the second time today.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching, is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
Rolled softly, but that goes foul. 2 outs. And ball 1. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Now pitching.
We're back, and they make a change to start the 6th. The new pitcher, Michael Grove.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Well, 1-run game. Willie Adames stands in. First offering, and it just misses.
Well, these Giants really impressing me with the quality of their at-bats in this one. It's been fun getting a chance to see them go to work. They really made that opposing starter work in this one. Ran his pitch count up, and now they've got an opportunity to continue making things difficult on the bullpen. And no, they haven't broken through in a big way in the runs column, but with the way they're grinding out at-bats, it definitely feels like there's potential for more coming.
And that one is lifted in the air. Puts it away for the out.
Up next for the Giants, third baseman.
Now it's Matt Chapman. Swings through that one. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Michael Kopech, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're in the top half of the 6th. One down, base is empty. Ball 1 there.
0-2 pitch that far out of the zone gives the hitter a little confidence that maybe he can climb back into this at bat.
That's a strikeout for Chappie.
Third time he struck out in this one, and definitely an individual performance you want to flush. He just hasn't looked very comfortable up there. Just one of those days. But when you're still winning the ball game, at least you can focus on doing your part to maintain that lead and getting that W.
Wade in the box again, takes a strike. The 0-1 is outside, and it's a ball and a strike.
Just missed with that backdoor breaking ball. If he gets a swing and miss or called strike, 0-2 count. Instead, it's 1-1. Look for him to go back to that pitch later in this at-bat.
That's to third. Muncy fires across the diamond, and that is the 3rd out of the inning. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. Top of the order due up in the home half of the 6th. It's the Giants 2 and the Dodgers 1. Back here at Dodger Stadium, bottom of the 6th inning. Mookie Betts will get us started.
Come on, Los Angeles. All right, Dodgers. Woo!
And strike 1 to Mookie Betts. Activity in the bullpen. Tyler Rogers getting ready to come in for Bob Melvin. Doval getting cranked up as well.
Come on, Dodgers.
Lifted in the air, right center field. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And there's
Now
one
batting,
down.
The center fielder, Tommy Edman.
And here comes Tommy Edman.
Go LA! Let's go Dodgers!
And he lays down a bunt. And it goes just foul. The Giants leading by a run here in the bottom of the sixth. Cut on and missed. Good change up right there. And it's 0-2. Hit in the air, center field. Lee makes the grab, and there's 2 gone.
Man, he's close as he's trying to get through 6 full innings right now. He's about to throw his 100th pitch. I'd be surprised if this isn't it for him.
There's Freddie Freeman now.
Now just about to hit that century mark, 100 pitches for this game.
There's a strike. Hit hard but foul off to the left. And 1-2.
Well, he missed badly with that 0-2 fastball. Hitter has to understand, probably wants to try to put him away with that pitch, so got to stay ready for it.
Swing and a line drive, base hit out of the center field. And that extends the inning for Teoscar Hernandez.
Hitting is really easy for some guys. One thing that I can see already, his bat stays in the zone on plane for an extended period of time. And guys like that, they have a high contact rate and they have more barrels because of that bat being on plane. And even when you don't get it great, it's still hit hard enough to dunk something in like that in front of the center fielder.
Hernandez lays off down low as he digs in for the 3rd time.
Well, with the tying run at first base, he's looking for something he can get a lot of barrel on, drive it into a gap, and score that run from first base.
Let's go, Los Angeles! Dodgers!
2 outs. Now it bounces away. Can't squeeze it. No advance, though. The 2-1. Good job to fight that one off. Center field. Lee in position. Nabs it. And that will end the inning. And we're back. Now it's the DH, Elliot Ramos. Grove, in his 3rd season, 28 years old. He's one of the few players in Major League Baseball born in West Virginia. On the corner for a strike, and it's 0-1. On the ground right side, Kim.
Come on, come on!
Slings to first. That's the first out at the top of the 7th.
Now batting, catcher Patrick Bailey.
Now it's the Giants catcher, Patrick Bailey. 1 for 2. And that one cutting but missing down low. Right through there for a strike.
Let's go, Dodgers!
That one down the line, and that's just foul. One down, base is empty. Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field.
Good two-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost start for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
Runner on at first with one gone. And up next for San Francisco, Mike Yastrzemski. Inside corner at the knees, that's a strike. Good fastball. And that is out of play.
Punch him out.
0-2 now. And that one almost hit him.
Oh, set him down.
Struck him out swinging. Nice job behind the plate there.
Man, it's so difficult as a hitter to get on plane with that pitch. It's breaking down and in, and you've got to find a way to match the plane. And if it's nasty like that one, bite at the end, most times you're swinging over the top and walking back to the dugout.
Now the left fielder, Grant McCray. He is struck out, and he is walked. Swings through that one for strike one.
No ball. One strike. Let's go, Dodgers!
And that misses. And that's ball one. Bailey, the runner at first with two gone.
All right, Los Angeles.
Swing and a high fly ball left field. Hernandez snags it, and that is that. One left for San Francisco. They lead it 2-1.
Now pitching for San
We're back in a new
Francisco,
pitcher here to start the bottom of the seventh. Tyler Rogers.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves, late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Well, one-run game, and at the plate for the Dodgers, Will Smith. Fought off foul. Check swing, and he held up. Hard hit, base hit. Off to a good start with a leadoff nod.
Well, that was an important at-bat in this game, so a great job there stepping up to the challenge. Just a really nice approach to shoot that line drive to the opposite field. There's a lot of hard work and discipline that goes into getting a result like that at the plate. Doesn't come naturally for most hitters.
Here comes Max Muncy. This guy with light tower power. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
If you're a base runner, you got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
With the go-ahead run at the plate, here at the bottom of the seventh. On its way to the corner. And that drops foul.
Come on, Dodgers, let's go.
That one the other way. And it stays fair. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Way to
Well, that's one of those knocks where you almost expect to get some jabs from your teammates when you get back to the dugout. Not much you can do about that one on the mound. Made a good pitch inside and jammed him. He just found a way to fight it off the other way and make it work. Now a pretty big at-bat coming up with a chance to even this ball game up.
Squares, pushes at it, misses it. It's a strike. 0-1. Zach bunt towards third. Off balance feed, there's one, and that's all they'll get.
Those plays can be tricky. They're routine, but that doesn't mean it's always going to be smooth. He delivered a good play right there.
Here comes the manager out of the Giants dugout, and he will make a move to the pen. Tyler Rogers departs, and the line not closed on him yet as he's responsible for the runners on base. Back with a new pitcher after this.
Now pitching for San
Eric
Francisco,
Miller gets the call from the pen.
number 68.
Well, the best relievers love the
Eric Miller.
opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
Michael Conforto will climb in. This is what stat nerds like myself might call a high leverage situation.
Yeah, Boog, not sure what the numbers say, but clearly an at-bat that could change the course of this game dramatically.
And there's a strike. Good heater at 98.
Got no problem with that take. First pitch from a reliever you haven't seen for a while. You want to make sure that you can pick up the release point.
That misses the zone, and it's 1-1. Swing and a high fly ball right field. Yastrzemski gets there. He's under it. Squeezes it. Runner tags from third. He scores. That's a big sacrifice fly. And this game is tied in the 7th. So up next, Haesung Kim. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
That's right, LA.
And that's outside.
2-0.
2 gone. The possible go-ahead run at first. Next offering is in for a strike.
Come on, Dodger!
Now one missed.
This is a really good feeling for a hitter. At this point in the ball game, you know that they don't want to walk you, so you're going to get a pitch to hit. You just better not miss it.
And a swing and a miss.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
Out to short, Adames. Whips it across, and that's the inning. But they're able to even it up here in the late innings. We look ahead to inning number 8. We are tied 2-2. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Blake Trinan.
Now pitching for the Dodgers, number 49, Blake Trinan.
Back to the top of the order now, and now the center fielder, Jung-Hoo Lee. 0 for 3 in this one. Swings and misses, and that is strike 1. Activity in the bullpen for the Dodgers. Kirby Yates, the veteran right-hander, appears to be loosening up. Scott also throwing. The 0-1 is outside, and it's a ball and a strike. In the air, left field, down the line. Fair ball.
Always feels amazing getting a job done when the team needs you to come through. It's just bigger than your own individual stats. Just a bloop hit behind third right there, and that's a really tough play for a third baseman or shortstop to get to, and the same for the left fielder. So he just found a perfect place to drop that one in right there.
Tyler Fitzgerald, the next Giant to hit.
Come on, let's get the ground ball.
First offering misses badly for ball one. Just missed. The go-ahead run aboard at first. Nobody out. And that one fouled off. Ground ball could be two. There's one. On to Freddie. Double play.
For me, that's one of the toughest double plays to turn on the infield. The first baseman has to get inside, create a throwing lane to hit that middle infielder to start the double play, and then from there completing it back to first. Really good job all the way around.
Willie Adames, the next Giant to hit. Rips one to right. And that should be extra bases. Now he'll turn for second. In with a double, and the go-ahead runs at second with two out.
Well, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. A well-deserved double on a great swing. Got everything going on time. He stayed balanced, and he squared it up about as well as you could possibly ask. And a huge opportunity now to grab the lead at this point in the game.
Now Matt Chapman at the plate. In there at the knees. And that's strike one. Two down. Go ahead run in scoring position. Now this one gets away from the catcher. Adames up to third on the wild pitch.
Even with a good secondary lead, sometimes it's hard to see just how far that ball's gotten away from the catcher. And if you can make it to third base pretty much standing up, well, that time he seemed to have a pretty good read, gets to third safely, and now he's just 90 feet away from scoring.
Let's go, Dodgers.
This one chopped on the ground, but foul.
Well, if he's going to do something special right here, it's going to have to happen with two strikes.
Pitch misses. 2-2.
Strike him out.
Punch him out.
On the ground to third. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. In comes the run from third. And it's an RBI single. They lead it in the eighth.
Boog, that's a frustrating way to fall behind in this one as the infield single drives in the run. And sometimes all you have to do is put the ball in play and you give your teammate a chance to hurry home.
Wade stands in with two away as he takes a ball. Chapman leads off first with two down to the inning. Runner takes off. Strike in there. Safe at second with a stolen base.
Well, it seems like 90 feet is such a big deal in a tight one-run game like this one. Maybe it's a little bit risky, but they felt good about it and it paid off. Let's see if they can turn this into a big run.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Man at second. Swings and misses. Struck him out. So they get 1 run on 3 hits, no errors, and 1 left. Last half of the 8th coming up. It's the Giants 3 and the Dodgers 2. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Camilo Doval.
Now pitching for San Francisco, number 75, Camilo Doval.
So back to the top of the order, and now it's Mookie Betts, 1 for 3. And that one's a little bit low. Ball 1. Movement in the bullpen. Ryan Walker, the closer, is getting ready and perhaps looking at a long save opportunity here. Pitch misses there, and the count is 2-0.
Right now, behind in the count, 2 balls and no strikes. No free passes. You can't allow that.
Just off the inside edge. So definitely a little wild right out of the gate.
Well, it could be a little tough coming from the bullpen mound to this mound, but you've got to find a way to get ahead in the count quickly. He hasn't. We'll see how this at-bat turns out.
Check swing, but he went too far. And the count is 3-1. Late that time, and it's strike 2.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
Hit on the ground to the right side. The flip to the pitcher covering. 1 gone to the bottom of the 8th.
That's a huge defensive play in the late stages of the game. It might not be the most challenging we've seen today, but it needed to be made. That's helping your team.
Tommy Edman at the plate. And that's off the inside edge. And that's ball 1. Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball. Looking to get the tying run on base. Swing and a high fly ball left field. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's 2 down.
The first baseman, Freddie Freeman.
Freddie Freeman up to the dish. Outside low, and that is ball 1.
That was absolute gas. Triple digits on the gun. It's just a different experience as a hitter watching that go by.
Next offering in there for a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. Just missed.
Now you get to this part of the order. Yeah, there's some pop there, but more likely there's some base hits. So very important to be patient. Let the pitcher walk you if he will.
Freeman hits it in the air. Yastrzemski sizes this one up. Makes the catch, inning over. We're back. It's the top of the 9th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Tanner Scott. He has a great slider with tons of movement.
Tanner Scott.
And now it's the Giants DH, Elliot Ramos.
Designated hitter, Elliot Ramos.
Slice down the right side. Up and in, and the count is 1-1. The Dodgers bullpen with some action. Alex Vesia looks to be getting ready for manager Dave Roberts. Kopech warming up as well.
Ball 2.
And that's in the dirt. Swing and a miss, and he was fooled.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
Swinging at ball 4. That was off the outside edge.
It's a good breaking ball there, just off the corner where you can't really do much damage, but it's close enough to where you got to protect, and he just couldn't find a way to fight it off.
And digging in for San Francisco, Patrick Bailey. First pitch misses.
1-0.
1-run game here in the top of the 9th. Lined, and that's a base hit. So digging in, Mike Yastrzemski. That one finds the zone. Strike 1. Crowd locked in right now. 1-run game here in the 9th. Swing and a liner foul off to the right. And the 0-2.
1 and 2.
In the dirt. To second, and he's out.
Kind of a tough read for the base runner right there. You're usually trying to be aggressive on balls in the dirt, trying to get into scoring position. But if it doesn't get away very far, or you can't tell how far it is, most catchers are going to get to it and throw you out at the base. And right there, excellent job by the catcher. He helps out his pitcher big time.
Two down, nobody on. Line drive. And a base hit.
Unbelievable.
Up next for the Giants, left fielder Grant McCray.
And up next for the Giants, Grant McCray. Down the right field line and a base hit. Throw into third. Safe there, and we've got runners at second and third with 2 away. And that's a double.
Up next for the Giants, center fielder Jung-Hoo Lee.
Here's the center fielder, Jung-Hoo Lee. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. There's a strike.
Perhaps not quite ready to hit. First 2 pitches by him for a couple of strikes. Now back is against the wall. He's going to have to figure something out and figure it out quickly.
And that one is inside.
1 ball.
Yastrzemski, the runner at third. McCray at second with 2 gone. This one in the dirt, and well done to keep it close. Two on, 2 outs. And that one misses up and in. And the count's full.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you had a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
And that'll load the bases.
Oh, this is their chance to break it open. If they don't end up winning this ball game, they're going to look back at this opportunity right here and have some regret.
2 outs, bases full. Tyler Fitzgerald, the next Giant to hit. Yeah, don't need much damage here, just a base hit. Likely will score 2. Yeah, that's fouled off. So they're all loaded up. That's a little bit low.
Definitely a swing and miss slider down and in. He finished that really well. Just couldn't get him to offer at it.
Here we go, defense. Here we go.
And a count 1 and 2.
Sit him down.
Good eye in that spot.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Swing and a miss, 98 miles per hour on the gun. So they get out of the bases loaded jam without any damage, and that does it for the inning. On to the bottom of inning number 9. 4, 5, 6 coming up. It's the Giants 3 and the Dodgers 2. Welcome back, and here comes the closer, Ryan Walker.
I think closer has to be one of the toughest jobs in baseball, and we see a pretty high turnover rate because of it. Every outing seems to be high pressure, this one included. We'll see if he can wrap up the win and get himself a save.
Hernandez at the plate now. That's ball 1. One-run game, bottom 9. In there at the knees. The 1-1. Ripped to short. Throws across the diamond, and Hernandez is out.
If you want to be a great defense, you have to deliver consistently. It doesn't matter how many highlight reel plays you make if you can't execute the small stuff, just like we saw.
He's 2 outs away. And up to the plate is Will Smith. Breaking ball inside. Ball 1. And fires in a fastball at 95. One down, base is empty. In the air, left side, McRae. Brings it in, and there's 2 down.
Up next for the Dodgers.
So last chance for the Dodgers. Here's the third baseman, Max Muncy. And fouled off. That one almost got him. Here's a 1-1. Fastball right back to the mound. Throw to first, ball game. And the Giants hold on to win a tight one as this one ends as a 1-run ball game.
Well, this was a tightly played game. Got a little of everything. Some timely hitting, runs on the board, key pitching and defense in certain spots. Definitely a fun one to watch.
And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. Major League Baseball on tap. It's the San Francisco Giants taking on the Los Angeles Dodgers. And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. Just about set to go now. And towing the slab, Shohei Ohtani.
It's got that splitter, and it's a pitch that swings and misses, come fast, and they come often. Very difficult to pick up out of his hand.
And here is Jung-Hoo Lee.
For San Francisco, center fielder Jung-Hoo Lee.
Come on, Showtime.
That's off the inside corner, and we're underway.
1 ball, no strike.
There's a strike. Bunt attempt, but that goes foul. This to center field. Edmonds sprinting for this one. Pulls it in on the run. And there's one down. Now we take a peek at the Giants lineup. They're dealing with a top-level arm on the mound, so this figures to be a tough matchup for them. What's the key to the offense today, Singy?
Well, Boog, I think when you got a guy that's this talented on the mound, you got to find ways to disrupt his rhythm, make him uncomfortable a little bit. The guys that can handle the bat and perhaps, bunt for a base hit. Get him moving off the mound. If you're in the box and he seems to be just in a flow, step out. Mess up his timing. Somehow try to get in his head a little bit. And then when he does come in the zone, you may only get one pitch. You better not miss it.
Yeah, that skips in the dirt. And Singy, as a team, you need to make the most of the very few opportunities he's going to give you, right?
Absolutely. And if you don't get to guys like this a lot of times early, once they really settle in, it's going to be the later innings that they hand that ball over to a reliever if they do at all.
One down, base is empty. Swings through that one for strike 2.
2-2.
On the ground to the left.
Come on.
Handles, throws to first. Got him.
Batting third, shortstop Willie Adames.
2 down, base is empty. Now here is Willie Adames.
Come on, Showtime.
Adames, in his 7th season, hitting 3rd in the lineup, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. Swing and a ground ball, and foul ball. And that's down and away.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading the count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you get hurt.
Next offering upstairs.
Looks like he thinks that should have been a strike at the top of the zone, but doesn't seem to be too upset. That's just a case where I think he's trying to get a better feel for the umpire's strike zone and what he's going to be calling. That's just a part of pitching.
Giants, go back to San Francisco.
Cut on and miss. Struck him out. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1-2-3. Nothing doing there for San Francisco. And now the Dodgers get a crack at it. No score. Major League Baseball is on the show. Back here in L.A. and on the hill, Logan Webb.
Try to stay back for that power changeup. Speed differential between the fastball and the changeup is huge. Hitters, they have a hard time staying back.
Bottom of the first, and at the plate for the Dodgers, Mookie Betts.
Shortstop Mookie Betts.
In the air, right field. Yastrzemski on his way over. And there's one down. Time to check out the Dodgers lineup. This is a veteran-led lineup right here. A lot of players with plenty of experience, Singy.
Yeah, no doubt about that, Boog. These players have been around the game for a long time, and they may not have the flash that they once did, but they've got the wisdom to be able to understand different situations, be able to think with the opponent and sometimes in front of the opponent. And you always seem to see a team like this. They come to the ballpark, they know how to get down to business, and they understand what the job is at hand.
One out, bases empty. Swing and a miss.
No ball. 2 strike.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Batting third.
2 outs, bases empty. Freddie Freeman steps to the plate for the Dodgers. And downstairs. Two outs, bases empty. Line and caught at third by Chapman. The Gold Glover makes the play. Dodgers down in order. We played an inning, no score. Back here at Chavez Ravine, top of the second. Matt Chapman up to the plate now. Ohtani back to work. That one finds the zone. Strike one. Swing and a foul back. That's out of play. And he chases that one. Chapman is gone.
Well, take a look at the 3-pitch sequence here. Pretty simple in terms of putting them away at the plate. Once you're ahead 0-2 as a pitcher, you can really expand the zone and see how aggressive that hitter is going to be trying to protect and battle. And right there, clearly he was in swing mode, but all you can do is hope to foul that off.
So here's Wade now. And the sweeper misses. No score here in the second. There's a strike. One down, base is empty. That one pushed to the left and foul.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Just misses the mark outside the zone.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. With that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Off to a strong start, Singy, as he's punched out 3 of the first 5 he's faced.
Well, he's definitely minimizing contact. He can get the swing and miss when he needs it, but he'll also keep the defense fresh behind him, allowing some balls in play as well.
Here's Elliot Ramos. Swing and a ball lifted left field. Hernandez ranging after it. And makes the play, and that's out number 3. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the inning. Now it's the Dodger cleanup hitter, Teoscar Hernandez. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
1 ball, no strike.
Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
There's a swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strike.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Yeah, the 1-2 misses to even the count.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
That one just misses, and that's ball 3.
Just missing off the plate there, according to the umpire. And out there on the mound, maybe trying to get an explanation. Can't say he's convinced, but it looks like he's accepted it.
On the ground to third. Tosses across to first, and quickly one away in the second.
Good arm side run and sink on that pitch right there. Got inside on him and got him to bounce into that out.
Will Smith to the plate.
Let's go, Will.
That one the other way. He makes the catch, and there's 2 down.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Max Muncy, the next to hit, takes ball 1. Nowadays, with advanced metrics and increased use of moving the infielders around, defense isn't necessarily about making errors. Are you able to get to the ball? Are you able to position fielders where hitters hit the ball, but within the new shift rules?
And an area that goes unnoticed is the coach that's responsible for positioning, and then the research person that's providing the information. So what we're seeing in baseball, so many more people behind the scenes that are contributing to the success between the lines.
Next offering is in for a strike. Back when you played, it wasn't the empirical data we have now. It was a guy with a ruler and a diamond taking a colored pencil and drawing a line where he thought someone had hit the ball, right?
That, or just going off of gut or feel. What does it look like his swing is today? What's the pitcher throwing? They are sticking to the metrics and what seems to be most consistent for that hitter, regardless of who the pitcher is on the mound.
Ground ball to the right side, and it goes just foul. And down on strikes he goes. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. Nothing doing for the Dodgers here. We'll move to the third with no score. Back here at Dodger Stadium, here's the catcher, Patrick Bailey. First pitch doesn't find the zone. And that is in there for a strike. I believe that's the split. Next pitch is outside. Fastball is outside. Ground ball right side, and Freeman, the Gold Glover, makes the play. He'll do it himself. Leadoff man retired here in the third.
Batting 8th, right fielder Mike Yastrzemski.
Here comes Mike Yastrzemski to the plate. And that misses. And that's ball 1. One down, base is empty. And another ball.
2-0.
That
Three
one
ball.
misses,
No strike.
and it's 3-0.
Well, I would expect in this 3-0 count, you're taking all the way. See if he'll walk you.
At 96, that pitch is in for a strike. Fouled off left side.
Punch him out.
Strike three. Shohei goes with the sweeper to finish the job.
Good pitch right there. I mean, he's attacking a location that this guy at the plate tends to have trouble with. And there's just so much information in this day and age, sometimes too much information. But the guys that can take that information, process it, and then go out there, Boog, and execute the pitch, go right after that hitter, and get the result that they were anticipating. That's really good pitching right there. And it's a good job of the pitcher and the catcher working together.
That's right, LA.
Next offering in there for a strike. And it's 0-2. And misses inside. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Cut on and miss, struck him out. Giants go in order. Giants go down quietly, and we are still scoreless. And we're back as we go to the last of the third. Now it's going to be Andy Pajes.
I love you, Andy.
Out towards right center. That's well struck. That skips over the fence, so it's an automatic double.
That ball exploded off his bat and off the warning track as well as it bounced over the fence. And it sounded really good, too. He just put together a really nice swing and just missed a home run.
And here is Michael Conforto.
Come on, Michael.
In there at the knees. It's 0-1.
Come on, Dodgers!
Got the bat going too soon. It's strike two.
Well, at that velocity, if that's all you're seeing, 88, you can handle that all day long. That's what you get in batting practice. But off the velocity of the fastball, that is a very tough pitch to adjust to.
Look out.
That hit him.
And it hit him. He had two strikes on him, and he hit him. First and second, no outs. And now the rookie second baseman, Hesung Kim. And that's outside, and it's 1-0. First and second, no outs. Here in the last half of the third. Next offering is in for a strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Swing and a miss.
1 and 2.
Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. Yastrzemski on the move, heading back. Drops in for a hit, couldn't run it down. Doesn't stop, heads for home. The throw's offline, he's safe. On the board first, it's 1-0.
Big RBI for him right there. He hit that ball really well to deep right field right there. Got a pitch to drive and just stayed through it nicely. Didn't quite have the trajectory to clear the fence, but you're always happy with an extra base hit.
Back to the top of the order now. Stepping in, the slugging shortstop, Mookie Betts. Golden opportunity right here. Base hit, 1 run is in. Now a long throw home. But it's offline, he will score. 3-0.
His confidence level is so high. Really nice job of coming through in a big spot.
That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride and load out of the way early. He stayed inside that ball and squared it up out front. Man, that was like he was in the cage hitting off a tee.
No outs, runner at first. And now it's going to be Tommy Edman. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. First pitch misses.
1 ball, no strike.
Betts on at first. Nobody out.
Let's keep it going.
Next offering in there for a strike. And a count 1-1.
Let's go, Dodgers.
Just missed.
Good take.
Go, Dodgers.
That one to first,
Foul ball.
but that rolls foul. Nobody out, runner at first. Swing and a miss, struck him out. That K is his 3rd of the game.
Now batting, first
Here
baseman,
is Freddie Freeman. He's 0 for 1.
Look out for the double play.
First pitch, and he just misses. Still only 1 out here in the inning. Mookie on the move. Swing and a miss. Throw to second. Out.
You know, something that's often overlooked in a caught stealing situation is just that catcher's footwork. These guys work so hard on just every aspect, receiving the pitch, but then also getting it into a position to get off a quick throw. Right there, that was perfect execution, and it allowed him to get the throw down to second in time.
Oh. 2 balls, 1 strike.
And that one hammered. This one's got a chance. And an automatic double as it hops the fence.
Well, there's something really nice about getting yourself an automatic double like that. You get to stroll into second base without having to worry about a throw or getting your uniform dirty. And now you're just looking for the next guy to kind of do the same thing. Maybe put one in the gap so you can jog home as well.
Come on, Los Angeles.
Here's Teoscar Hernandez. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
1 strike.
And the strategy of winning a ball game, when you can make that pitcher work a little more, expose himself by throwing pitches, that can be the key to winning perhaps later on. So good job of extending this inning, getting a knock with 2 outs to bring the number 4 hole hitter up.
Right side, hard hit. Gets it to first, and Hernandez is out. They limit the damage here. Back here in L.A., all set for the start of the inning. Now it's the Giants' leadoff hitter, Jung-Hoo Lee. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Hauls it in, and there's 1 away.
Now batting, second baseman Tyler Fitzgerald.
Now here is Tyler Fitzgerald. Grounded out his first time. Right through there for a strike. Base is empty, 1 away. Top half of inning number 4. He swings and fouls one off.
Come on, Dodgers.
Popped up to the left, into foul ground.
Here we go.
Has room, and he makes the catch.
Now batting, shortstop Willie Adames.
2 down, base is empty. Willie Adames stands in. Struck out swinging his first time. In for a strike. Went with the sweeper.
0-1.
Pretty rare location right there, right down the middle. This guy paints the edges. I'm not sure if you're going to see that pitch again as a hitter.
All right, Dodgers. Woo!
Late with the swing there.
0-2.
And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. Nothing doing there for San Francisco. They trail in this one 3-0. Back here at Chavez Ravine. And up to the plate is Will Smith.
Giants are weak sauce.
That's in for a strike.
No ball. 1 strike.
Swings through that one out in front that time.
No ball. 2 strike.
Smith checks his swing. Now an appeal to first. And no swing, says James Kingsley. Good eye right there.
2-2.
That missed by a lot. And now 3-2. Struck him out looking. And now it's Max Muncy. Struck out looking in his first at bat.
Max Muncy.
Just missed. Swings and misses. And now it's even 1-1.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand looks so good, and then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
Here's a 1-2. Gets a piece and stays alive.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Now batting.
2 outs, base is empty. Andy Pajes steps to the plate for the Dodgers. 1 for 1 with a double and a run scored. And that drops in for a strike.
He's been known to jump all over the first pitch, so that seems like a missed opportunity right there.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Yastrzemski on the move to the alley. Brings it in for the 3rd out. And welcome back to the ballpark. Ready now for the 5th inning. Here's Matt Chapman. Ohtani back to work. Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. That's back there. And forget it. Matt Chapman bops one out of here. And they inch closer. It's 3-1. That one just sounded different.
And might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I could feel that swing from the booth. It's like he's playing wiffle ball up there, and that's typically not the easiest way to hit a home run. To the slight opposite field, into the gap. Man, making it look easy, that's for sure.
Here's Lamont Wade Jr. He was a strikeout victim his first time. And takes low for ball 1.
Oh, you just got to delete it. You give up that leadoff home run, go back to work, focus on this next batter.
Ripped to third and caught.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
So now the DH spot, Elliot Ramos. Fly to left his first time. That's outside, and that's ball one.
One ball.
One out,
strike.
base is empty, and a run in, and we're at the top of the fifth.
Come on, Los Angeles.
And another ball.
Strike.
Next offering is in for a strike. Swing and a foul straight back.
Punch him out. Count full.
That's a walk. Went with the cutter again, but couldn't find his zone.
Now batting, catcher, Patrick.
Man at first with
Bailey.
one gone. And here's the catcher, Patrick Bailey. He's 0 for 1. First pitch, not close.
Ball.
Fastball for a strike.
2-1.
Man at first, one away. Next pitch misses. 3-1 now. Late on that fastball.
Well, you got to find a way to catch up to that pitch, perhaps shorten the swing, eliminate the stride. That one came in hot, but right down the middle, you're saying to yourself, how did I miss that pitch? Got to make a quick adjustment.
Come on, punch him out.
And ball
Thank you,
4, 2 aboard.
Do you need a map?
Just missed his spot on the inside right there.
Up next for the Giants, right fielder
Mike Yastrzemski up here. His first at bat was a strikeout.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
And ball 1 to the right fielder.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
That misses, and the count now 2-0.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
Next offering in there for a strike. Now 2 balls and a strike. Swing and a miss. That's the sweeper.
2 balls. 2 strikes.
Sit him down.
Pitch misses. Counts full, 3-2.
Good spot there, but didn't get the strike at the knees and doesn't seem too convinced by the call out there on the mound as he tries to get a better sense of the umpire's strike zone.
Punch him out.
Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch.
Sit him down.
Got him! And he's up to 7 strikeouts.
Now batting,
So
left
2
fielder,
down now,
Grant
and
McCray.
here is Grant McCray. Swung on, belted. One hops off the wall, should be extra bases. One runs in. Safe, he beats it. Back even, it's 3-3.
Big one there as he drives in a couple of runs. First pitch fastball in a great spot to do some damage, and he squared it up nicely.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Jung-Hoo Lee digs in now. There's a strike. Just missed. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Michael Grove getting ready to go. Vesia, the lefty, warming up as well. Swings and misses. That is strike two. And there's a ball.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
Next pitch is outside.
He's really tightening up his hitting zone with 2 strikes here. I love it.
Tyler Fitzgerald in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Line drive out towards left field. That's a base hit. Here comes the throw. It's offline, and he scores. It's 4-3.
Oh, that's a lonely feeling for an outfielder. The read wasn't great, and it really hurts when it costs your team a run.
It appears Dave Roberts is going to dig into his bullpen as he comes out of the dugout to make the change. Ohtani will depart, and it wasn't his best start, but he kept them in it to this point, and will come back with a new arm. So the Dodgers have a new arm on the mound. Michael Grove.
Still pretty early in the ball game, so this bullpen has some work ahead of him. Best case scenario might be if he can come in here and get several quick outs, kind of bridge the gap that starter left for him.
2 outs, runner on first. Tyler Fitzgerald, the next Giant to hit. 0 for 2 in this one. Back up the middle and a base hit. Throw in holds the lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2 away.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. That can be a really tough pitch to handle, a front door breaking ball, but he did a great job staying in there, keeping that front shoulder closed. He didn't spin off the ball and hook it foul, which happens so many times.
And the batter now, Willie Adames, sends it across to first, and they're happy to just get off the field after that frame. 9 men come to the plate, 4 score. Home half of the 5th coming up. It's the Giants 4 and the Dodgers 3. Back here at Dodger Stadium, John Shelby with my buddy Chris Singleton. It's set to get us started. Bottom 5, Michael Conforto.
Let's go, Blue. Come on, Dodgers, let's go.
That pitch in for a strike. 0-1.
No, that's a ball. 1-1.
Swing and a tapper that rolls foul. Got him. Larry Bullard rings him up. Hesung Kim now at the plate. He doubled home a run in his first AB. And there's a foul ball. The Dodgers down by a run. Last half of inning number 5. Line to left and foul ball. And look out. That one gets him. The second man he's plunked in this one. Back to the top of the Dodgers order. And next for LA, Mookie Betts.
This is a great dynamic right here. Speedy runner at first, thinking about taking second. Catcher with the pop time that leaves Jaws on the floor. This might get interesting, Boog.
All right, Dodgers.
Swing and a high fly ball pulled foul, and that's out of play.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Here's the 0-2. Kim at first, one gone.
They tried to get him to go, chase the pitch down and away, but he wouldn't bite.
Up the middle, Adames. Glove flip for one, double play. What a twin killing to end the inning.
They made it look easy, but it started with a nice feed to the second baseman from the shortstop. Perfect turn, and they're out of this jam.
All set for the top of the 6th. And now Matt Chapman. That pitch clips the outside corner. That's strike one.
That's a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Chapman gets a piece there.
It's a tough pitch, but in terms of the best pitch you're going to get to hit in the at-bat, that fastball was down enough where you're going to catch up to one, that's the one. When he elevates, hitters aren't touching it.
And a swing and a miss, and that's the first out.
You know, Boog, you often think a slider's more for that horizontal movement, but most of the good ones have both vertical depth and that horizontal movement, and that's what we saw right there. Good drop on the break and got him to swing over the top.
So up next, Lamont Wade Jr. On the ground to first.
Hustle up.
Tosses to the pitcher covering the bag. 2 quick outs to open the top of the 6th.
Good slider inside right there. Batter fighting to get there, just rolled over it, got the ground ball.
2 down, bases empty. Elliot Ramos, the next Giant to hit. Down and away for ball 1. Right through there for a strike.
Well, I think that pitch surprised all of us. Right down the middle, doesn't get a swing. Not very often you see a hitter lay off a cookie like that.
Two down, nobody on. And we're in the top half of the 6th. Next offering down in the dirt. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. Nothing across here this half. 2-3-4, 2 up in the home half of the 6th. It's the Giants 4 and the Dodgers 3. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Tommy Edman at the plate.
Center fielder, Tommy Edman.
The wide to kick the pitch. And that drops in for a strike. Up the middle, and he knocks it down. Gets it there in time, though. He keeps his composure, and they get the out.
Now batting, the first baseman,
Freddie Freeman will come up to hit. 1 for 2. To third, Chapman. Freeman is out. There's 2 away.
Now batting, left fielder, Teoscar Hernandez.
And next will be the Dodgers cleanup hitter. Teoscar Hernandez has grounded out a couple of times. In there at the knees for a strike.
Well, they say it's the best pitch in baseball. Strike one. You get ahead on a good hitter as well. Gives you a little bit more confidence to move through the at-bat.
Swings through that one.
He finds himself in a tough situation early. Just got to try to simplify it. Take a knock the other way if you can.
Next pitch off the plate. Now 1-2. The Giants up by a run here in the bottom of the sixth. A changeup missing, and it's 2-2. That's foul off to the right side, keeps the AB going. Hit on the ground up the middle. That's a base hit. So the inning is still alive with Will Smith coming to the dish.
Gotta love the resiliency he showed in that at bat, battling with 2 strikes. Couldn't get any air under it, but he smoked that ball back up the middle. Timing was just perfect. Got great wood on it, and there was just no chance for the infielders with how hard he hit it. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
Stepping in, Will Smith. Just missed.
Well, in this situation, the hitter knows that he's got to find a pitch that he can drive in order to drive in that tying run all the way from first base. So if he can't do that, keep the line moving through a walk or just a base hit. But you got to stay within yourself.
The 1-0. Action in the San Francisco bullpen. Tyler Rogers up and loosening in the pen. Doval also getting ready. Inside, and it's 2-1. Hernandez off of first with 2 away. That one fouled off.
Let's go, Dodgers.
Missed with a changeup, and the count's full.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitters got to stay focused on the pitch.
And a foul ball, he stays alive. On the ground, and that chance handled. Tosses to first. That is the inning. 1 left for LA. Score holds at 4-3. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Alex Vesia.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Now at the plate, Patrick Bailey.
Catcher Patrick Bailey.
Swing and a miss. 0-1. Activity in the bullpen for the Dodgers. Blake Trinan appears to be getting loose. Scott getting cranked up as well.
Let's go, LA.
And now the lefty.
1-1.
Strike 2. That one just misses.
Finish him.
Swing and a miss. Couldn't catch up to the heater. And now, Mike Yastrzemski is 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Vesia, a 6'1 lefty. He features a four-seam fastball, a slider, and he works in a changeup. Fastball for a strike.
Come on, Dodgers!
Inside corner, and that's called a strike.
That front door slider is such a devastating pitch. You don't want to get beat by the inside fastball, so you cheat a little bit, and then by the time it gets there, it's out of the swing plane.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Base is empty, one away. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Third time he struck out in this one, and definitely an individual performance you want to flush. He just hasn't looked very comfortable up there. Just one of those days. But when you're still winning the ball game, at least you can focus on doing your part to maintain that lead and getting that W.
And now, Grant McCray. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-1.
One strike.
And the slider just misses. McCray checks his swing, appeal to third, and he won around. Rule to swing. Two outs. And that's downstairs and outside.
2-2.
Swings through it for the K. And he strikes out the side in the 7th. Giants are down 1-2-3. But they hold on to a 4-3 lead.
Now pitching for San
We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Eric Miller.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
Here's Max Muncy, that funky Muncy.
A lot of times you're looking for a guy to get that tying run on base, but because of the power, you want him to tie up the game with one swing here.
Tap foul at the plate. Looking to get the tying run on base. And that's a little bit high. And it's a ball and a strike. Right through there for a strike. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. Catcher has it, fires the first. Gets him. One away on a drop third strike. A big first out here in the 7th via the punch out.
Yeah, it just does so much to change the outlook of an important inning like this. When you got the leadoff hitter, so critical in setting the table when you got a tight game like this. So a strikeout really puts them on their heels.
Now a chance for Andy Pajes. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Swing and a miss. There's the changeup.
Then he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
The 0-2. Next offering misses down and away. Oh, he hit him. And that got him pretty flush. He had him 1-2, and he ends up hitting him with a pitch. The batter will be Michael Conforto. Swings through that.
Wow, good luck catching up to that one.
And the 0-1. Ball one there.
1-1.
And a count 1-2.
That's a ball.
Come on, make it count. You got this.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
And he'll be beating himself up on the way back to the dugout. Got a pitch to hit and just couldn't get to it. I think that slider really caught way more of the plate than it was supposed to.
Here's the second baseman, Hesung Kim. That's a strike across the top of the zone.
Right now, they're looking for something hit hard into the gaps, give them an opportunity with 2 outs to score that run from first.
That one is absolutely belted back there. And it one-hops the wall, heading for the plate. He'll score.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. I love the approach he had right there with that pitch. Not trying to do too much, but still looking to drive it, and that's exactly what he's able to do into the opposite field gap for the double. Now that sets up a huge at-bat in this ball game.
So the go-ahead run is into scoring position. Here's Mookie Betts. Yeah, the pitch is in for a strike. It's 0-1. Here's a high fly ball out to center. Lee. He's got it, and that will end the inning. A run, a hit, and a man left. 8th inning coming up, and we are tied 4-4. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Blake Trinan.
Now pitching for the Dodgers. Number 49.
And now the center fielder, Jung-Hoo Lee.
Trinan.
And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. The Dodgers bullpen with some action. Kirby Yates looks to be getting ready for manager Dave Roberts. And that's in there for a strike, and quickly 0-2. Fouls it back with 2 strikes.
Sit him down.
This to third.
Get in gear.
Zips it across, and that's one away as the leadoff man is out in the 8th.
Now batting, second baseman Tyler Fitzgerald.
Tyler Fitzgerald, the next Giant to hit. 1 for 3. Outside, and that is ball 1. All tied up, and we're in the top of the 8th. And that one lifted in the air center field. Edman in position. Brings it in. 2 down. Willie Adames, the next Giant to hit. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out. The shortstop takes the ball.
You can expect this hitter to be looking for something on a tee. He can get up in the air and untie this ball game.
And another ball. And that's off the inside edge. And that's ball 3. Matt Chapman would be next if they can extend the inning.
And he's homered already, so I'm sure he'd love a chance to do some more damage here.
Here's the pitch to Adames. That's ball 4. Tried another sweeper, but couldn't find a zone.
Well, he tried to nibble right there and just missed his spot. Hitter didn't offer at it. Now he has somebody to worry about over at first.
And here is Matt Chapman. He's already homered here in this one. And he takes one right on the black. And that's strike 1. 2 gone. The possible go-ahead run at first. Ow! They got him, and that will end the inning.
Now pitching for San
Back
Francisco.
now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Tyler Rogers.
Tyler Rogers.
And at the plate for the Dodgers, Tommy Edman. 0 for 3 in this one.
Tommy Edman.
Swing and a miss. There's the slider. Going 1.
Now, there's a certain point where you have to commit to what you think you see, and he guessed wrong right there. Nasty slider with just terrific bite at the end.
Headed down the line. And that lands in no man's land, a foul ball.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
Breaking ball inside. And it's 1 and 2. And that one missing inside, a sharp slider. Oh, great grab on the dive. Throw to first. Wow, he got him. What a play.
Great cat-like reflexes right there. Lays out, knocks the ball down, and then fires with that rocket arm all the way across the diamond. Man, put this guy on the mound.
And here's Freddie Freeman, known for his late inning heroics. And that is out of play. Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. Chapman on the move. Can't get there. This one lands foul. The 0-2. Got him looking for the strikeout. That was pretty nasty. Teoscar Hernandez, the next to hit.
He's a big, strong guy, can untie this game with one swing.
First pitch just misses. 2 down, nobody on. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. And there's the strike.
Well, don't expect too many more high fastballs. This is a good sinker ball pitcher, and sometimes they can make mistakes trying to pitch up in the zone. Look for him to stay down around the knees to be effective.
Tied at 4.
Whoa. 2-2.
That misses, and the count is filled up. Will Smith in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Swing and a miss, struck him out, and it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. Dodgers go down quietly. Score remains tied at 4. All set to start the 9th in this one. Now the Giants' 4-hitter, Matt Chapman. Trinan back to work. There's a strike.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
Fastball for a strike. And the count is 0-2.
Well, he didn't like those first 2 pitches down an 0-2 hole. He's going to have to battle, hope he gets a mistake.
Sit him down. Strike him out.
Got him swinging. Lamont Wade Jr. will hit next.
First baseman, Lamont Wade Jr.
Popped up to the left, into foul ground. Drops into the glove, and a couple of quick outs. Elliot Ramos getting ready to hit. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
1-0.
And that's in the dirt. Cut on and lifted in the air, and that will fall. And the go-ahead run is on base.
Well, that was one of those high percentage advantage counts where batting averages are just so much higher. I don't know how he's able to shoot that pitch the other way and still put something on it. That pitch was inside, and he let it get really deep. So pretty incredible hands to fight it off and still get good wood on it.
Go-ahead run on base, and now the catcher comes up to hit. Patrick Bailey. Fouled off. He was late. Rolled softly, but that goes foul.
Punch him out.
Foul ball. It stays 0-2.
Strike him out. Sit him down.
That's a ball.
Punch him out.
Got him. That's the 3rd out.
Well, this guy competes hard. We see the emotion there. I love it. Great job of getting out of the jam.
Back here in L.A., bottom of the 9th. Here's the catcher, Will Smith.
Looking good, Dodgers. Let's go, Dodgers.
Swinging a foul out of play.
That's right, LA.
That's off the mark. Ball 1. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Ryan Walker, the young right-hander, up and throwing. Doval getting loose as well. Hit on the ground to short. Adames fires across the diamond, and they get the leadoff man in the ninth.
Now batting, third baseman, Max Muncy.
Here comes Max Muncy. 3 strikeouts already. He's 0 for 3. And that's in there for a strike. Little slider that finds the mark.
Well, he had a pretty good look at that pitch and not sure exactly what tied him up there. Couldn't pull the trigger, and perhaps the best pitch he'll see in this at bat to hit.
This guy's got good power. With one swing, he can win it for him.
He's had a tough day at the plate. 3 strikeouts already. It's hard not to think negative, but you got to find a way to somehow center up the baseball and put it in play.
Base is empty, 1 away. Here in the last half of inning number 9. And the funky Muncy is stifled by the strikeout.
Well, just a beautiful fastball on the inside corner for that backwards K right there. I think the hitter saw it all the way coming from that opposite arm angle. So I got to think he was looking away and just got locked up by the hard stuff boring in on his hands.
Andy Pajes digs in now. Swing and a miss. 0-1.
0-1.
Trying to send this to extra innings. Fouled off down the right side. Oh, 0-2 now. Battling here as he fouls it away.
Come on, Dodger!
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That's the 3rd out, and we're headed to extras. Dodgers down in order. This game's all tied at 4.
Now pitching.
So they turn to their closer, Kirby Yates.
Number 38, Kirby Yates.
And digging in for San Francisco, Mike Yastrzemski. 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts. Man at second, nobody out. And Chris, certainly one of the things in his head is trying to get the runner over.
Yeah, the way that we see the game played today, though, guys are not sacrificing as much just to get that runner across. They're really looking at doing damage. Slugging is the name of the game.
Yeah, I think part of that goes into it's just so hard to come up with hits. In today's game, starters don't go deep, and so hitters are seeing multiple pitchers every night, and that makes it more challenging just to come up with a single. Man at second. So Yaz is struck out. Grant McCray, the next to hit.
Well, first base open. Really no reason to pitch to this hitter right here. Put him on, have the force at second first, perhaps getting inning-ending double play.
That one outside. 1-0.
1-0.
And that's too high. 1 out. The go-ahead run is at second. On the ground, right side, and it's just foul. That was close. Swings and misses. It's 2-2.
He's gone off speed. He needs to elevate here with 2 strikes out of the zone.
The 2-2 now. Blows the high heat past him. That's a strikeout.
Nice work there to get the strikeout, and that's a big second out. I'll tell you, this home crowd will be fired up. They can get out of this and leave that go-ahead run stranded in scoring position. This is a big moment in this game.
Digging in, Jung-Hoo Lee. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Two down, go ahead run in scoring position.
And a bat like this is almost over as it begins. In this situation, you have no idea what the next pitch is going to be. You just got to hope that you can make contact.
Sit him down. Punch him out.
Misses, and the count 1-2.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
In there, sets him down on strikes. And he strikes out the side here in extras.
A lot of adrenaline, we can see it right there, and sometimes you just got to let it out. That's an outstanding job of taking that, executing, and getting out of a tough inning.
Now pitching for San
Back here in
Francisco.
extras, and a new pitcher on the mound in the bottom half of the inning, Camilo Doval. Runner in scoring position, no outs. And now Michael Conforto. Inside, just missed.
Well, triple digits on the gun. I know there are more pitchers that can reach that now than in the past, but it's still impressive to watch.
That one finds the zone, and 1-1. And that drops in for a strike.
No need to offer at that pitch until you get to 2 strikes. It's just a low percentage of success when you want to try to go after that down and away pitch.
And a ball evens the count. Swing and a ball driven out to center. Going back onto the track, and he makes the catch. Runner tags at second, and the throw's offline, safe at third.
Now batting, second baseman, Ha-Seong Kim.
Ha-Seong Kim will hit next.
This is the classic manufacturing a run situation. A runner at third, less than 2 outs, and a golden opportunity to bring him home.
On the ground at first, steps on the bag for 1. Across is the winning run, and the Dodgers walk it off in extra innings.
Well, you come to the ballpark hoping you'll see something special that day, whether you're a player or a fan. A walk-off win, nobody forgets that. A memorable moment that'll be long.
Close one here today, and your final 5-4. A 1-run extra inning win for Chris Singleton and our entire crew. I'm John Shambi saying so long. And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. MLB The Show with a good one coming at you. It's the San Francisco Giants taking on the Los Angeles Dodgers. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this.
Los Angeles Dodgers.
All right, first pitch coming up. Our starter in this one, Shohei Ohtani.
It's always interesting to see how he utilizes all of his pitches and how many of those he has a good feel for on that given day. When he's right, he's really able to keep hitters guessing, and all of his stuff seems to be coming out of the same arm slot, the same tunnel, and that can make life very difficult on his opponents.
Let's go, Showtime.
Jung-Hoo Lee leading things off and takes the strike. The next offering misses, and it's 1-1. And a foul ball. The 1-2. Inside, almost got him. That's a strikeout. Ohtani sends him packing. And up next for San Francisco, Tyler Fitzgerald. And there's the strike. And it's fouled away. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Strike three, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, there appears to be no problem settling in on the mound out there today. It looks pretty tough to start this one, punching out the first 2 hitters of this ball game. And somebody's going to have to put the bat on the ball, put it in play, and get something going.
2 outs, base is empty. And the batter will be the shortstop, Willie Adames. That's inside, and it's 1-0. 2 outs, base is empty. And it's even up.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Next pitch is outside.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Got him looking, and he strikes out the side in the first. Back here with my pal Singy, and on the hill for the Giants, Logan Webb. What do you have on him, Chris?
Very solid starters, able to repeat his mechanics on a consistent basis, which allows him to move through a lineup and get deep into a ball game.
And at the plate for the Dodgers, Mookie Betts.
Shortstop, Mookie Betts.
Fought off foul.
He's bagging. Give me that pitch one more time. A hanging changeup just out in front.
Strike 2.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
And a swing and a miss. Bailey down to first. In time to get him. 1 away on the strikeout.
Batting second, center fielder, Tommy.
Here's a switch hitter, Tommy Edman. Not able to hold up on that pitch in the dirt.
No
That's
ball.
strike
One
one.
strike.
Right-hander kicks, deals. And a foul ball. 1 out, bases empty. And that's outside. Now 1-2.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. 2 away. Here comes Freddie Freeman up to hit. Went with the sweeper, but it misses.
1 ball. No strike.
One to 0 to Freddie Freeman. Foul ball. Got him. Strikes out the side to begin the game. What a start. Nothing doing for the Dodgers here. Scoreless after 1. Back here at Chavez Ravine. Second inning set to go. Now it's Matt Chapman.
Let's go, Showtime.
Ohtani back to work. And that's through there for a strike. And it's 0-1.
Looks like he's just sizing him up there. Really good pitch to hit, but he took it all the way. Sometimes guys just want to set their timing later on in the game. That may be a pitch that he turns on.
Next offering upstairs.
1-1.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
From a pitcher's perspective, that's a beautiful splitter right there. As a hitter, you don't like it, but he's commanded his fastball, and out of that same tunnel, that splitter comes, and the bottom just falls out of it.
Making 4 strikeouts in a row. Just cruising along.
Definitely made him chase a little bit out of the zone right there. I don't think that's a strike if he takes it. Pretty textbook pitching. Get ahead in the count, get the guy in the box on his heels, and then force him to chase your pitch where he doesn't have much of a chance to do any damage.
Here's Lamont Wade Jr. First pitch misses. Second inning here, no score. High fly ball out towards left center. Edman makes the play, and there's 2 down.
Batting 6, the designated hitter.
2 down,
Elliot
bases
Ramos.
empty. Elliot Ramos now at the plate. Check swing, called strike.
0-1.
On the ground, right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Giants down in order. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Bottom half of inning number 2. And now Teoscar Hernandez.
Teoscar Hernandez.
That's in there. Strike 1.
If he doesn't get a knock right here, that pitch he just took is going to eat at him for a while. You might not see another pitch like that from a top-level guy like this.
Swing and a ball popped up. And that'll fall for a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Anything but pretty right there, but he'll take it every time. He clearly didn't catch that one on the big part of the bat, just kind of muscled it out there. And, you know, on the mound, it can be pretty frustrating for a pitcher, but you just kind of have to expect those to drop in there sometimes. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
The batter now will be Will Smith. And that's outside.
1-0.
Come on, Will.
Outside low, 2-0.
He's clearly trying to work him away here, both pitches off the plate. If you really want to put the ball in play, you're going to have to stay back and drive it to the opposite field.
Need a base hit here.
And another ball.
3-0.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Base knock and now a free pass. This has the makings of a big inning if they can get a couple more quality at bats.
First and second, no outs. Here's Muncy to hit.
Let's go now. Base hit here.
He was late there, strike one.
No ball. 1 strike.
Hernandez on second. Smith at first with no outs. And a big swing and a miss.
Knowing that the pitcher wants a ground ball double play opportunity here, you've got to lay off pitches down in the zone. Right there, swinging at that pitch, that's a no-no.
Squirts away a little bit. Well done behind the dish. Fights that one away, still 1-2. No outs, runners at first and second. Next pitch is outside.
He's gone off speed. He needs to elevate here with 2 strikes out of the zone.
Fights it off, he'll see another. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again.
Hey, you got this.
Good job to fight that one off. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
And it remains 2-2. About to see the 11th pitch of the at-bat here. That one back up the middle and it gets through. Hernandez rounds third, headed for the plate. He'll score easily. It's an RBI single, and it's 1-0. A perfect example right there. That plate discipline, it pays off.
The deeper he gets into a count, the more comfortable he becomes, and he usually wins the battle.
Andy Pajes steps to the plate for the Dodgers.
Come on, Andy.
There's a strike. Slapped foul. pitch is downstairs.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Ball 2. 2 balls.
First and second here, no outs.
Come on, Dodgers, let's go.
Misses. 3-2 now.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Swing and a miss. Got him to go up the ladder for the K.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
Michael Conforto will climb in.
Hey, now, let's go.
Ground ball left side, could be 2. There's 1, and that's 2. A run on 2 hits, and they leave 1. We played 2 full. It's the Dodgers 1, and the Giants nothing. New inning getting started. Now it's the Giants catcher, Patrick Bailey. This guy, one of the best defensive catchers going. You talk about framing, the ability to block, catch, and throw. He is at the top of the game. Misses off the inside. Ball 1.
Really good athlete, and many times we talk about, the feet of infielders. This catcher as well, really quick feet. He's able to recognize the pitch, see the trajectory, and get into a spot where he can block those balls and keep them from going to the backstop.
And another ball.
Really impressive with the way he frames, the way that he sets it up, because sometimes those pitches are off the plate, but because he sets up and presents it so well, he steals strikes for his pitcher.
And he walked him. And that's their first base runner of the game.
That just came apart right there. 4-pitch walk, and the guy at the plate was not going to help him out by swinging at something out of the zone.
Mike Yastrzemski up here. Check swing, no appeal. And the 1-0. That's a strike, attacked with the sweeper.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
Swing and a miss. And it's 1-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound. And up next for the Giants, Grant McCray. Third baseman playing on the edge of the grass, looking for the sac bunt. Out to center. Edman makes the catch. 2 away.
Now batting, center fielder Jung-Hoo Lee.
Jung-Hoo Lee, the next Giant to hit. He's 0 for 1. Lee hitting leadoff in today's game, and he's a native of South Korea. Went with the sweeper for the strike.
Perhaps not quite ready to hit. First 2 pitches by him for a couple of strikes. Now back is against the wall. He's going to have to figure something out and figure it out quickly.
Sit him down. Strike him out.
2 outs. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2.
Come on, punch him out.
1 ball, 2
In the
strikes.
dirt, but kept close. Bailey, the runner at first with 2 gone. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Next offering way upstairs. Got him. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout. So the Giants leave one. Still behind by a count of 1-0. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now it's the second baseman, Hae-Sung Kim.
Hae-Sung Kim.
And a breaking ball drops in for a strike. Next offering is fouled back.
Ball.
Tough to take a two-strike changeup that just missed. I think it froze him.
Next offering is in the dirt. Now one missed.
2 strike.
That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
Here's Mookie Betts now. 0 for 1 so far.
I love this part of the game. Does he really want to try and steal second against this catcher? I know he's fast, but it's pretty risky.
Outside. And that is ball 1.
You know, these Dodgers showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense.
Turns and fires to Betts. Rolled to short, could be 2. To second, and it pulls the shortstop off the bag. The throw won't get there in time, and they don't get the out.
Well, every double play turn starts with getting 1, and even though these players work on these plays during batting practice over and over again, sometimes at game speed you can still mess it up. Could have been 2 outs. Instead, they get nothing.
First and second, no outs. And here comes Tommy Edman. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. That's off the mark, and that's ball 1.
You know, sometimes all it takes is getting to the next arm before an offense does any damage, and that might be the case today.
First and second, no outs here in the last half of the third.
All right, Dodgers.
Ball.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
Let's go, Dodgers!
Just missed. And he pumps it a strike. Out there to center. Lee settles under it and makes the catch. And there's one down.
Up next for the Dodgers, first baseman, Freddie Freeman.
So now it's Freddie Freeman. Went down on strikes his first time through.
You need a base hit here.
On the corner for a strike. It's 0-1.
Well, in this situation with runners on, you got to get ahead in the count so that you can dictate the rest of the at-bat. Nice job right there.
Foul ball there. 1 out. Runners at first and second. And foul ball. That misses the zone. 1-2 to count. 2 on, 1 out. And that's a base hit. Kim around third. Here's the throw to the plate. Tag, too late, he scores. And they take a 2-run lead.
We don't see this a whole lot anymore where hitters with 2 strikes are willing to shorten up, tighten up, and try to hit the ball back up the middle other way. He was trying to hit that hole, I believe. Very good at bat with 2 strikes.
First and second, 1 out. Teoscar Hernandez steps to the plate for the Dodgers. That one's in there. Strike 1. And ball 1.
Could use a ground ball here. Something in the infield. Runner at first base. Get 2. Get out of this.
Outside with a breaking ball.
It's a big opportunity right here, but I love the way he's slowing the game down. He's shrinking his zone, making sure he gets the pitch that he wants to hit.
In the dirt. To third. Tag. Got him. Runner at second. 2 down. So now 2 on and 2 outs.
Well, he's normally going to fill up the strike zone and really limit base runners, but his command in this one just seems off out there. A lot more walks than he's used to giving up.
And up to the plate is Will Smith. He reached on a walk his first time. Right through there for a strike.